All right, tape is rolling, boys and girls.
You want me to say click now or click later? $2.
Right on the sit.
Click.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Lazs and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right, bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud and Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Whacked Out Wednesday, Hump Day, here in Shrouded Avatar, Wednesday, August 25th, 2017.
Oh, yeah.
And how is everybody doing today?
It is a day.
It is a day.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun one. We're still in the doldrums right now, where we're waiting for Starr to produce the Release 45 documents. That way we can start seeing the new things that are coming in Release 45. And we have the teasers that have been coming out for the last couple of weeks with the new scenes that are going to be uncloned. But we're really looking forward to what's the new stuff in Release 45.
That's right. Everybody's waiting for that because everybody's going to get a chance to take a look at that. Now, we do have some news on that front, and we'll be getting to that in just a moment. But I can tell you with some certainty that the QA is about to drop any time now, considering that the Q45 dev forums are already up and posted, and Barrick's gone ahead and made a laundry list of do's and don'ts.
Don't stream it.
All sorts of interesting stuff out there. Of course, we've got stand-up corner. Actually, it looks like Chaos is out of the office again today.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I mean, that just means that we don't get random changes. I mean, undocumented things added at the last minute by Chaos, by the Dippy Bird.
You know it's the undocumented features that make the game.
Well, yeah. I mean, Shroud math. That's all we got to say. Shroud math.
It's always great stuff. That's right. Gotta love the Shroud math.
Yeah, Shroud math is very, very confusing.
Well, you know, speaking of Shroud math, we got another one there, which I thought was pretty cute. Did you see the which merchant will buy my potions per post?
I didn't click on it, but I saw you posted that in Discord. I mean, it's like, yeah.
Why don't we bring that up for the boys and girls out there? Because
are you sure?
This is.
You don't want to discuss the do's and don'ts of the QA server first?
We'll get to that. Come on now, you know better than that.
You just want to derail the train and like.
I just like to stick the tip in and get them all ready and then pull it back out, and they can wait for the pleasure in just a couple minutes. We'll put the tip back in just a moment. But of course, very simple, very easy question out there. And of course, a lot of people may not quite understand what the relevance is.
So, which merchant will buy my potions for the amount listed in my inventory?
No one.
No one.
That's right. And my comment was, no vendor will, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you know, somebody else chimed in here. Who was that?
Elwin says that only works for weapons and metals being sold to certain, but not all blacksmiths. I would expect it to work that way with alchemists someday, but no telling when they will ever implement that. At least the default.
Yeah, it's not going to happen,
Yeah.
first off. And now the final reply on this, and then we'll explain to everybody why this won't happen and what the reasoning behind that is, of course.
The economy is supposed to be based on the gold plus the value of the items that the average player gets in an hour of grinding. However, that value is not correct.
No.
Yeah, that value is not correct because we can't get that amount for at least half the items we collect. Yeah, I don't like that comment. I would have gone with the economy is supposed to be based off of player trades, and it's one where you know what, turn around, sell it to other players for that amount. So, but vendors, it's just like everything else. Vendors buy low, sell high.
That's right. Now, basically, the rule of thumb is anything that you can take from a raw materials and craft into another item that a vendor buys, they will never, ever buy it for a profit from you. Okay, so the answer for all vendors is that's not going to happen.
No,
They're not going to allow you to make chairs and sell them to a vendor and make millions of gold doing so.
Well,
that's not how the game works.
Early on, lots of people found lots of exploits with that, and those exploits were long-standing, and they were all fixed. The best one was salt. Grinding salt, turning around and
salt was good.
Salt was
bark
the best.
Bread,
yeah.
Bark bread was a killer. You could sell bark bread at like 25 gold, per, and it was so easy to make. That was a good one. Leather straps was a cool one. You would make your leather, cut them into straps, and then go around the corner and sell them for a mint. Yes, there was a time where you could actually do that. There was a time where the vendors would buy. But this was back before everything started getting balanced.
And before persistence as well. So it never affected the persistent economy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It is something that it's like they are mindful of. They don't want people sitting there just grinding that stuff out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and just creating artificial gold mills. So
yeah, basically they're not going to allow you to go down to the alchemist, buy all the reagents, walk over to the station, make a bunch of gold, and walk back and sell it to them. Ain't happening. Now, of course, the thoughts he's got on the way gold is supposed to be produced, basically the gold amount is based on the amount that you can harvest out of the game, not from the items collected. So that's my understanding. If you're out there getting weapons and salvaging them, getting gold off drops, you're supposed to be making, what is it, 5,000, 6,000 an hour?
I don't know. I don't actively hunt enough to know that. I spend all my time...
Shroud math has gotten me a little bit blurred because...
well, the other night I spent the night harvesting water. So
the good old E key.
That's enough. Hey, that's an important job.
Yeah, but when you harvest like 2,000 water, I mean that's killer. Yeah.
Hey, List, why don't you get in there and play us a couple new tunes, man? You're coming up with some great stuff.
List was having a great time the other night. I'm working with a little bit of everything and having some.
Why don't you guys do a duet or something? You guys were working on some stuff there earlier before the show.
It's working on that /sync. List is busy jumping around. He's reenacting a House of Pain video.
Oh, is that what he's doing over there? Oh,
Yeah.
Looks like he's sitting down.
Well, now he's sitting, but before he jumped around a little bit. So now he's sitting on his ass.
Of course,
he's trying to keep the ground warm.
After talking with List, he's opened up a whole new musical world for me, and I've been going through the whole collection. I took my whole music collection, tossed it out the window, and starting from scratch.
What? Why? Wait. Is this because of what List and Scroda have been doing with the music lately?
Well, what
Or
have
mostly
List
List?
and Scroda been doing with?
Well,
I mean, List, Scroda, and Laz have been doing lately.
oh yeah. So what have y'all really been doing lately?
Well,
I know last night you were sitting on the lot messing around with music while I was messing around with scrolls.
yes, and I actually did play Stones for you twice.
Wait, I did not. I never heard it. You did not play Stones. You.
I did once on the lute, once on the piano.
Lies.
After I recompiled it.
Lies. Lies.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, lies. You did not play Stones. If you played Stones, I would have noticed.
Is screenshot or it didn't happen.
Exactly. Screenshot or it didn't happen. Now,
how do you screenshot an audio? I mean,
you don't. You don't. But I will say this, that if Chaos is out right now, I do know that in the Austin area there is, I know several people that actually have come down with strep since school started back up in the Austin area. So, hopefully, because I know a lot of the devs have young children.
It's
I'm
strep and lice season, so watch out there for the kids.
Lice season's really easy to get around.
You
just go with a certain hairstyle, and it's no problem.
Some of us have that advantage.
Yeah, when's the last time that you had lice? I've never had lice.
Oh, jeez. Had them as a kid in, like, 2nd grade, yeah. It's like the fucking chicken pox. One kid in the class gets them, everybody gets them.
All good. It
is, but be careful out there, parents. It is that time of year. It is back to school for a lot of folks, and keep an eye on those little things, of course.
Segregate yourself from your children, and that way you don't have to worry about the strep. And stock up on some antibiotics. Thanks.
Now, is Spiff playing or is Spiff on break?
Spiff took a break.
Killing me, Spiff. Oh,
he's waiting on the list.
Okay.
We do have a stand-up corner from yesterday. Don't forget the stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random. It's written down. Eventually gets posted to the forums.
Thank you, Eagle.
Get to interpret it, but you don't have to.
Let the puppies loose. Thank you for your donation.
Oh, excellent. Even better. Donations are where it's really at.
That's right. Don't forget, if you want to donate, you can go to nbnn.info, use the donate links over there, or you can go to our Twitch channels, Twitch TV/Cynicist or Twitch TV/NBNN News, and drop some coin. You can drop some bits. Of course, you can become a patron by going out to patreon.com/NBNN and support us monthly. And that's what helps keep all this wonderful stuff running.
Yeah, and it gives Laz new toys so that way he can experience some new technical difficulties.
Well, I'm going to just remind everybody we're losing our Zoom room soon. So, some more patronage would be very great. All you got to do is donate $1 a month. It's all just as little as $1. You'll get our deepest appreciation and some Discord rewards along with that.
Yeah. So over in the art department, Bob the Builder.
Cult of Bob.
He's working on the Gothic Inn, whereas Damon
Gothic
working on the Endless Cloth emote and magic trick video. Ooh, look, it's a magic trick.
It's a video. Hey, it's a magic trick video. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Eagle. Awesome. I love you, Eagle.
Eagle.
Yeah,
he dropped some coins on you too.
No, he dropped some cash on me. Woohoo!
That's what I said. Some coins.
Yeah. This is a couple pennies. Then after
That's
that, he's also working on the Gust visual effects polish. So he's trying to work on blowing things. Yeah, and then Fletcher.
Fletch.
He's working on the female Norgard NPCs, whereas
female Norgard guards.
And whereas the Ugly Fist, he's working on the Lord British helmet. He's polishing it up because you got to
gonna be bright royal purple.
Well, I have no idea what color that is going to be, but we do have the fact that if you polish the crown, it's got to be nice and shiny. And it's
I just send it over to Sater's Stinky Sewer Shop. Let him do all the polishing.
Well, he does polish the living crap out of everything. The almighty
list.
The almighty Gix Vargach, Matt.
Sitting on the lot, smoking his pipe.
Yes, he's also been tree creature rigging and skinning.
He's boning the tree.
Well, he's done boning, and now he's trying to skin it.
He's trying to skin it.
Yeah. Maybe he gave it a little bit too much bone. Oh.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Then Reed is working on the antique furniture, so that will make the Deco Divas happy with some new
furniture.
Antique furniture. Over in design, Beezus.
The bees.
He's discovered Norgard's NPCs.
Lots of tree boning. That's right.
Is that what List is saying in game? Lots of tree boning.
That's what Gix said.
Yeah. Yep. Tree creature will be so rad. Lots of tree boning. Yes.
Treacher. Okay. Is that what we're calling it? The treacher.
Treacher.
I love you guys.
Seawolf.
Seawolf.
He's playing around in the crags. Whereas Damien is working on bugs.
Damien. Bug.
And Highvale outskirts. Dan the Man. Middle down spawning. And puzzles.
Gotta love those puzzles.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the more puzzles we have, the more interactive the game becomes, and the better the questing, the better the dungeons become, just because it adds a lot more variety, and especially if they can randomize the puzzles in some way, that'd be even better.
That would drive everybody nuts.
What? Not sitting there having one puzzle solver that works for everything.
Yeah, like having the torch puzzle have like 5 different configurations. That would be fantastic.
Exactly. I mean, it's like all kinds of different puzzles, and then from there, it's one where it's like that also hurts people that are going to be botting. So that's even better for us. NFG Cat.
NFG Cat.
See,
New gal.
Yeah, she is reviewing the documentation. I don't know what documentation she's reviewing, but there's documentation.
The documentation right meow.
Yeah, and Unity Assets Review. So she's going through all those sound effects because she is the sound gal, isn't she?
That's the way we understand
it. So it's like, hey, you know what? This sound really sucks. I'm going to replace that.
Yeah. I told Liz he's got to get the new sound girl right on in, throw her right on into the fray.
Oh, yeah. Bring her straight into Lunch with Laz and Jack. Let her be introduced to the community, and she'll
learn all about you guys after we read one stand-up corner. She'll know everybody in the office intimately.
Oh, yeah. Whereas Sanyo is working on the Exeter Ghost Quest.
Ooh.
This is a quest that we haven't heard about before, the Exeter Ghost quest. So I wonder if this is going to be like some of the ghosts inside of some of the other dungeons where they're actual NPCs and you can talk to them. And maybe we're trying to put this soul to rest.
Well, maybe it's go kill 5 ghosts in Exeter.
That would suck because I can't kill I can't kill a ghost. Friggin' ghosts.
Well, anybody can talk to a ghost, for crying out loud. If you're gonna make it a quest, you gotta make some kind of level of difficulty, don't you?
Yeah.
You gotta give some more work to Samuel. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spirit
my
talker.
My favorite quest, aside from, of course, the Clink, has got to be the beggar with the moonshine still out in
East Perennial Coast Road.
East Perennial Trail.
Yeah.
And of course, the first time I went in there, it took me like 3 hours to find the shack just to find out where it was.
Oh, and it's right there.
I'm not giving away the spoiler. I'm not giving away the spoiler.
I ran through that zone for over an hour looking for that shack, not realizing it was right there. And it's
it was very, very, very close by. That's right.
Yeah, it's like, and it's not even a big scene either. And so it's like, I was like, where the fuck is this damn thing? Yeah. Lum the Mad.
Lum the Mad. Look at that. Selling gold crowns at 3,000 apiece. I love that.
Sweet. Who's doing that?
Me.
Oh. Well,
I just made 18,000 selling 16 crowns.
Wait. Oh, so while I'm doing this, you're actually screwing around, not sitting in your chair, and you're checking your mail. I see how you are, you dirty bastard.
Stand up. Nobody knows whether I'm in my seat or not.
Hey.
Just like nobody knows whether we're actually wearing pants or not. You know, and that's the whole great part of it. Yeah.
Yes. Lum the Mad working on the containers and journals and the dread reagents. For the most powerful spells in the game.
Reagents. Huh? Shit. Really?
Go sacrifice yourself. The energy vortex Listrosov still trying to straighten out the crooked shank. Still don't know which direction it's facing, whether or not that's up, down, left, right.
I love that guy.
Maybe just straight downwards.
Maybe. That is an issue if it's hanging straight downwards. Like then we can make all kinds of rise to the occasion jokes.
We don't already do that.
Don't know what you're talking about. I have never made an inappropriate joke in my life. Over in tech, Eric. Working on Sequana. JY. Working on the conversion markup refactor.
Conversion markup refactor.
Then,
okay.
Yeah. Conversation markup refactor. Conversation. Did I say
okay.
Conversation?
You said conversion.
Well, I'm distracted by the drums. It's like I want to tell Liz that I really don't like those drums.
Yeah, I haven't found any music where the drum is relevant or sounds good yet.
Yeah, that drum beat just didn't work out for me.
Sure, blame it on the cymbals.
Lack of cymbals.
Lack of cymbals, that's right.
It's supposed to be the ride. We're going to be hitting the ride.
Need more cowbell.
That's right. No cowbell, not going to happen.
I want a cowbell.
Yeah.
So we can scream more cowbell.
Right. Wizard smoke. He's puff passing around the pet emotes. Whereas the Deathbringer one and only is investigating performance.
Yes. Like that. Like why the music hitches. Oh, why combat hitches.
Well, we know why music hitches.
Yeah, but why am I in the goddamn mine fight and all of a sudden I'm hitching?
Well, it depends on how are you hitching? I mean, are your pants falling down and you're trying to bring them back
Kind of
up.
pick them back up.
Yeah, it's like, how are you hitching? Exactly.
It's called a belt. It's
Well,
called a belt, people.
Well, I have that no acetol disease, and so suspenders work better.
Suspenders, oh yes, when
so-
you have no ass. Yeah.
Yeah. The Burning Toad, he's working on installers.
Burn.
Casala is working on APIs and performance optimizations. Then over in Useless Overhead, we have Andrea working on localization and bug forums.
Bug.
Gorn pulling on that red speedo to get down to the general business.
Business. He's working that business.
Yeah, Barrick's going to make an announcement, or he made an announcement.
He made an announcement.
Yeah, and contests and reports, because yesterday was the last day of the new trailer contest.
So what do we have? One entry and that was the winner?
No, there was more than one. There was a few.
Is there? I haven't looked. I have to go check that out.
Yeah. Hutch is working on virtue symbol banners and
Very nice.
sigil tapestries and block bugs.
Bug.
The Attenwood, he's messing around with the sanity test and regression testing and new employee support. Chaos.
Gotta give Kat that support, man.
Oh yeah, she needs all the
Nice
support
reach
she can
around.
get.
Yeah.
Chaos is working on offers and it and bugs.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Sasha's back in the office working on the seed invest. Serafina working on regression testing, and the Dorkstar
Regression testing.
working on the Release 45 post and the tip direction. And the tip's been pulled back and is no longer available. And QA server direction and the Release 45 Jira triage. And that's what our devs said they were working on in yesterday's stand-up meeting.
That's right. Now, of course, that's curious as to what he's working on with the testing incentive program's direction, since they pulled that just earlier this week.
Yeah, so I think what they're going to end up doing is trying to reinstate certain elements of the tip program and the bug hunter stuff. And
Well, again, if there was a more streamlined way and more efficient way, but telling people you're going to reward them for putting the bugs in the forums, then have a team who goes through them. It's chaos that way. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say on that one. But of course, yes, we do have a post by the one and only Barrick. And this is concerning all of you boys and girls out there, because you're going to get a chance to come on out and check out the QA server.
hey, QA server. Everybody has access to the QA server.
R45 QA server access.
Yes. So starting
How
with
long?
Release 45, everybody's going to have access to the QA server who has purchased the game, and not just members of the Dev Plus. It does not include trial accounts, so you must have purchased the game, and then they are going to have the dev. They're going to set up the forums for the Release 45 for bug reports and all kinds of other things. Yes.
They're already set up.
Yeah. QA server testing periods are usually about not a week before the build goes live. A few days.
About a week. I'm expecting to come up today. It usually comes up Wednesday or Thursday.
Well, if it does come up today, it will be a week. If they delay it, it will be a little bit less. A long time ago, it used to be like 3-4 days.
Yeah, well.
So there are lots of rules related to the QA server, including do not post screenshots or video publicly of anything from the QA server. The same rules of conduct apply on the QA server as they do on live. The QA server is an early snapshot of the upcoming release, which means that the build on that server is going to be broken and incomplete. That's why they need our help. They usually copy over the player data from the live server to the QA server, which means when you log in, you'll see your live character, and any changes or progress made on the QA server will not affect your live server character. So if you want to test out the new player experience, you can delete your character and then run through some intro quests and figure things out.
That's right. All sorts of great stuff you can do. They give you lots of gold and kodos to play around with, so you can go buy things and see if you like them. You can actually literally delete your house and lot and do all sorts of great stuff, because next month it all comes back right where it was. So anything you could think of being destructive, you want to test, you want to try out, time to do it's on the QA.
Yes. If you're going to report bugs from within the game, use the /devbug chat command, which will link to the QA bug forum, versus the /bug or the bug button, which will redirect you to the live bug forums. So /devbug, new thing, or a feature that we did not know about before. The draft of the instructions will be posted up by Starr for our perusal. You'll still see early on mini items, which means that we get to talk about these early things and not have to bite our tongue for a week.
You think? Ooh, yeah.
I don't know. We get to interpret more things. Yay.
Well, you know what? Yeah, this is going to actually be a turning point in the show, because instead of us going, sorry, we can't talk about that until Thursday, that means starting probably tonight or tomorrow, we'll be able to
talk about
discuss
QA stuff coming on.
So the next time they decide to change something like 500%, we'll be able to give everybody that heads up. Well, there's a good reason why we do what we do, and that's because A, people don't read.
B, people don't read.
C, people don't read.
And D, we can't read.
That's right. That's why we just interpret the news.
That's right. Then after that, it does have if you need to install the QA client via Steam, they do tell you how to do that. So, yeah.
Don't do it through Steam, people. Don't do it.
I don't suggest going through Steam, because it completely borks which means you have to switch back and forth between live client and QA client and redo those downloads.
Right. If you install it on Steam, that means that you can't go into the regular client until you uninstall it, the way I understand. So,
well, unless they've actually fixed it, kind of like some of the other games where they actually have the early access server and as two separate installs. But I don't know if they did.
Well, the big warning is still there. What does that say? Warning, playing both.
It could use up to 8 gigs of data download via Steam each time you move back and forth between versions. So yeah, it's still linked to one version.
So basically it's only one version at a time. So I suggest just getting the download and updating it and biting your tongue while it updates.
And List
most folks have pretty good.
List wants to remind people, read the goddamn known issues too. That's a little book that's included in your inventory, but I deleted mine, so I can't read it.
Well, it's not even that. It's included in all those notes. And, of course, again, one of the funniest things I see is, first reports are usually the known issues. And if you just read the known issues, you wouldn't give them 50 reports on shit they already know about. Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. All right. I recommend you all come into Discord and have Jack read the notes to you as a pirate.
Yeah.
Talk like a pirate.
Or you can just tune in to nbn.info and watch the show.
Hey, talk like
Jack's
a pirate
not
day
going to do that for you.
Is a few short weeks away, and it occurs on a Friday. You know what that means, right?
That means it's going to be a hell of a show. That's all we got to say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not this Friday because I got a doctor's appointment.
Not this Friday. It is September 15th, if I remember the date correctly.
September 15th. That's right, folks. Mark your calendar.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to want to miss this. Last year's show was... Any idea what this year's show is going to be like?
Well, especially when I throw in the Canadian.
Well, you threw in Canadian pirates, Irish pirates, Scottish pirates, Rasta pirates. I think you covered every kind of pirate there might have been, yeah. Kix, is that something new he's showing us there?
Well, wait. That new dance, he dances a light opaque. I think that is a new dance. I'm not familiar with that one.
In the game.
That one already in? Okay, maybe I'm just not. I probably got it.
I don't have that one.
I just don't have many occasions to use dances.
Well, my favorite dance is still the zombie.
You like that? Even over the headbang?
Well, that and the gypsy.
Yeah, okay. I give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Now, see, why didn't these guys think of this earlier? Dueling pianos, one on each lot.
I don't know. We would never have set up multiple pianos or dueling pianos. I mean, our lots only have 4 pianos.
We have dueling
pianos.
That's right.
So,
we're synced up.
I understand that, Spiff. Yeah. But all this time, we've had 4 pianos there, and finally somebody thought to put one guy on one lot, one guy on the other lot, and sync after 2 years.
Hey, finally. I love you, List and Spiff. You. It is now time for Winches and Mead. Piano style. Other songs. So, what else do we have today? I mean...
Oh, that's it. Today's show's over.
Today's show's over. We have nothing to talk about until we end up with Starr posting something on the early access forums, which may or may not have just happened.
May or may not just have happened. Yeah, I haven't seen any updates from Chris, but I guess the search for Mojito has been keeping him busy. Busy.
Chris is in Colorado, so it's kind of hard for him to do that. Yes.
Geez, must be having a real good time out there. I hope they're bringing something back.
Make him lose his keys or something?
Yeah. So I will let you know that as of 23 minutes ago, Starr did post the Release 45. The Release 45 post is up! If you go to the early access. Do I need to link it for you?
Let me see. I have an alert there, and I should have. There it is.
You mean that link I just posted in Discord? And the Google Doc, which is, hey, please edit and find any bugs you can.
Bug.
Yeah, here, I'll even be one of the first people to like it. So we do have, let's see. You want to start covering this?
Let's take a quick peek first.
Okay, so this is something we've never been able to share before. But the release instructions and what eventually gets published later on is first given to the community. It was a Dev Plus item as, hey, here's this Google Doc. Please proofread it. Make sure that everything is fixed.
That's a good point. Let's sort of give them an idea of what the setup is here. Yeah.
And so
just throw it up on screen so they can see for themselves for the first time ever.
And so it is something. This is a Google Doc that is not completely edited as of yet. It is something that the devs or Starr is working on fixing based off of community input. Okay, so
That's right.
some
Now-
of the things are not completely filled out. Some of them are, hey, insert wall of text here, insert whatever. So this
I'm
is
just scrolling down here just to show you how much stuff they include here.
oh yeah,
Now, usually what happens, and again, as Jack is telling you, he puts this post out, and of course, the community helps edit it.
yes,
So if you see wording that you might think is conflicting or may
Awkward.
confuse yourself, suggest the edit, put it in the post that follows, and let Starr know. If you see something that is a typo, where a lot of times he copies
Yes.
and pastes and says, he's got release 43 posts instead of release 45 posts, feel free to correct there.
So in the post, he says this is a very early, very rough draft.
Well, let's
And-
give them the actual Dark Star release 45 post up on screen so they can read.
That's what I've got.
I had the Google Doc up there for everybody.
See, I had both. I've got them up in separate tabs.
Ah.
But I did post both of them in Discord, so it becomes a little easier to navigate. So, as always, this thread is for editing the post itself, clarifying the contents, etc. It is not about debating game features, design decisions, etc. Please start other threads for that. Yeah.
Yeah, you gone public, buddy.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Also, as
I
usual,
wish you all luck on this one because we're waiting for this one, but we
Yeah.
shall see.
and also please do not give feedback on the original text that I cut and paste from the quarterly schedule post. As a rule, they don't edit the original text. They only put new text afterwards in italics. If something's not going to make a deliverable, they strike
Biff,
through
don't
it.
make me take your piano away.
What? You don't like Smoke on the Water? I thought that was your favorite.
Hey, he's gonna have to start dealing with the public when he plays these songs, so I'm warning him now. This one and Meatloaf.
But Stones is perfectly acceptable.
No, it's not.
So then I also don't need to be reminded about blank areas or places that insert more here. I got those. And also, please do not give feedback. Sorry. And then finally, please note that there are some things listed in this early draft that might not make release next week, and there are some things not listed here that might get added. So please check back every couple of days as he makes edits to the post. So it is a living document that will change substantially between now and next week.
Yes. So I'm gonna be watching this one closely over the next couple days.
I don't know what you're talking about. We stared at it religiously in Dev Plus, and it's like, nope, we can't talk about that. No, we can't talk about that. So now it is something that we can talk about. It will give us something to talk about for a few days. But
it's not even that. I'm just waiting to see what the community does with it. Because, again, most of the QA and the Dev Plus folks have been in this this groove. We know what it does. We know the routine. We know how to go in and edit. We don't sit there and discuss it. You've just opened this up to the world and you're going, don't discuss it. Yeah,
well,
I wish you all luck on that.
Well, it is open up a new thread in the forums, in that early access forum, and discuss it there. That's all it is. That's all he's saying. So, but he's saying don't discuss it in this thread, because that is not the place for the edits to go.
Well, again, we're going to be watching this because it's going to be funny.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
I think we're going to have so much more to talk about. Yeah, I'm going to probably look forward to this 1 week at a month.
Oh yeah, it's going to be lovely. But looking at the time, we've got the teaser for tomorrow, so we know what we're going to be talking about tomorrow.
I'm just going to give you all the big tease up there again. There's lots of stuff to go through. I'm going to scroll up and down so you really can't read it. If you're gonna go read it yourself, the links are in our Discord chat.
Yeah, that's discord.me/NBNN, or just go to the NBNN.info website and click on the Join Discord. It will take you straight into our general chat.
I sort of feel a little dirty for putting that up on screen.
I don't know what you're talking about. We've just breached the tip into what we need to. So
I think I delved a little further than the tip at this point.
Okay. Are you sure?
It's feeling kind of weird.
Are you all the way in the Mariana Trench?
Not just yet. We will be tomorrow.
Tomorrow we will be so deep into it that we don't know what we'll be doing. So it is time for us to talk about that NBN app, which is available on all of your electronic devices. Just do a search for NBN right at the avatar or soda, and you should be able to find it. And that is available on the Apple iTunes Store, the Google Play Store, or the Amazon App Store. Yay!
Yay!
What else on the NBN app?
You name it. And of course, it's free, folks. Absolutely free. FREE. You can get things like the NBN Daily Britannian 7 days a week. Or you can even subscribe to the Daily Britannia and have it dropped right in your mailbox. You can check out the forums. You can check out Discord links. You can check out links to the radio stations. You can check out sodahelp.com. Of course, you can listen to us in replays. Well, you can only listen to us in the podcast on there. You can actually hit our YouTube to catch the replays. But the daily podcast is there. If you're an audio file and you just want to listen to the audio, that's available there. And also a reminder that all of this past year's audios are part of our Patreon pledge. If you pledge at least $1 a month, you get access to all the audio files, something that nobody else gets. Or you can go rip them all yourself and do all that work, but we've done it all for you.
Lazz has done all that work for you.
That's right.
Jack hasn't.
Yeah, Jack just sits there and looks pretty.
Someone has to look pretty around here.
I tell you, it sure as hell ain't me. And of course, the NBNN Shroud Avatar Community Calendar, hosted on nbnn.info, and again brought to you by Crucial.
Yay!
Yay!
NBNN
first check.
NBNN Community Calendar is an aggregate of all of the available public calendars that Lazz knows about. If you have a Google public calendar and you want it added to this, you need to email news@nbnn.info, and that guy over there will eventually do something with it.
Eventually.
There's
the whole list of known calendars that I've got there. If you are not on that list, get in touch with me. We'll get you added.
Oh yeah, then after that, all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time. Wait, what are you laughing at? You act like, what did Gick say? Wait, where did Gick say it?
In game.
Do you have Paradise by the Dashboard Light? I don't know why that's so funny.
No meatloaf. You know the song that the public hates?
Yeah.
Well, Paradise by the Dashboard Light is not that song, so by Meatloaf. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so back to the calendar. Don't forget, 12s and 6s around the clock on WRFB.
WRFB.
You do know that one song is 8.5 minutes long. And you only really got to play it once.
I know that every time you play it, we get loads of complaints.
A few very vocal complaints. WRFB.rocks is the website, or RadioFreeBritannia.com. You can listen to two idiots interpret the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch. with Lazs and
with
Jack.
these guys.
Yeah. 7 p.m. The EVL Virtue League PvP tournament is going on in Virtue Oasis. Don't forget, fights begin generally about... What?
Not true. I
What?
got a message last night that says they're moving locations. I
Oh.
didn't check to see.
Yeah.
Is it updated on the calendar there?
No, it's not. It still says Virtue Oasis.
All right, but look for a new location coming either tonight
And
or next week.
if you can't find out where it's at, you can message Jade in game, and she'll do it. While that's
right.
going on the Ether amplifiers,
Terry Death, I believe it was.
don't forget on WRFBs, the 70s,
RFB.
70s at 7, at 8 o'clock on Avatar Radio, DJ Squirrel.
Not gonna be biting through the wires.
Not? Are you sure?
I saw a tweet. Unless that was the last night's show. Did he have a show last night?
I don't know. No. But you know what? More importantly, you need to tune in to WRFB.
WRFB.
.rocks.
Or rocks.
You need to have your ear holes probed. And
by the doctor.
No one does it better than Dr. DJ Eclipse Maiden. And remember, she is certifiable during unmedicated schizophrenia.
Yes.
Part un.
As Eclipse is actually
In med school.
going to be a doctor in med school.
She is in med
Unlike
school.
those other doctors out there. This girl is actually working on being a doctor.
She is generously
Not like
offered.
Dr. DJ Johnny Fever.
Yeah, she is offered generously to examine prostates and do some other things to Lazz and myself. I don't know.
Well, she told us to bend over yesterday, but I don't think that was the reason.
Oh, yeah. In game, you do need to show up to Striker Sparhawk's happy hour, which is taking place at some pub somewhere, because Striker Sparhawk's happy hour is also known as
Spend Sparhawk's Gold.
Yes, and the last event of the evening is also taking place on WRFB.
WRFB.
And that's the Record Room. That is our community calendar for this Wednesday, August 23rd, in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Yay!
That's right. Now, of course, for those of you not familiar with Sparhawk's Happy Hour, you just go check out Striker Sparhawk every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Him and Lady Addie are usually out at the location, and they're handing out drinks and being hospitable and buying rounds for the whole of the happy hour. That's right. And of course, always fun to go out and meet up with your fellow avatars. I try and get out as often as possible. I don't get to get out every week, but when I do, I love to go out and hang out and spend some of Sparhawk's gold.
Yep. Always fun things.
Man, I'm just loving this, man. As the sales are coming in today.
I've got none. I mean, people aren't loving my scrolls. I mean, yours are the ones that keep on failing people, whereas mine...
I'm selling Kodos at $3K a piece, so, you know. I'm having a grand old time. I've sold like 7 of those puppies this morning.
Sweet. Maybe I should start selling my stockpile of Kodos.
Is gonna just go ahead and knock that up to 3,500 and be done with it. Actually, I'm gonna be doing that here soon anyway. As soon as we get close, they're going right to 3,500 because that's all I'm accepting for rent.
Yep.
And they're worth 3,500 gold for rent to me, so I'm selling them for 3,500. Yeah. Renters want to rent, they can go buy them elsewhere, or they can buy them from me.
Yep. And then don't forget, are you ready for SodaCon? You got your travel all booked? Have you?
SodaCon.
You've got your hotel. You've got a little bit of everything.
You know, I don't have a hotel.
You don't need one.
That's what I figured.
You can always crash in a car somewhere.
I'm just gonna go ahead and crawl up in a hotel lobby somewhere and just crawl up in the corner.
That works fine for me.
I'm a reporter camping out for a story. They'll leave me alone. Drink free coffee. That's right. SodaCon Austin 2017 coming up. Tickets are now gone. And of course, if you want to go to SodaCon, there are 1 or 2 people out there selling tickets. Go to the SodaCon forum, post, and check out what's going on out there. Not many to be had, but of course, we got a very big crowd coming, and it's going to be a fun event. And if you missed out on ticket sales this year, remember, ticket sales go on sale January 1st, 2018, and will be available through August 2018. There's a reason for that, folks. So if you missed out this year, start planning and saving for next year. Yay. It's going to be a blast, and we'll be bringing you all the videos and pictures and all that great stuff from my trip down when I get there, because even though Jack's got a great camera, he never uses the damn thing.
Hey, I took it out of my trunk earlier today, and then I put it right back in.
Why? To lighten the car so you can jack it up? You didn't want to injure the camera while you were jacking it up?
I was looking for that 8mm hex or Allen key, so that way I could...
okay.
Yeah.
You're ripping everything apart.
Yeah, trying to find one, and I couldn't find one, and so now I've got to go buy one after the show, so I can change my transmission fluid.
That's right. Of course, I want to remind you, we're the only show on the air 5 days a week that invites you to come join us in studio, in-game, right here in Discord. If you want to come on in, go to nbn.info, click on the Discord link, come on down, to bring you right into the green room. Of course, you can also find the link on WRFB.rocks.
Yay.
And you can come on in that way, or on the web, World Wide Web. Type in discord.me/NBNN, and you can come join us right here for all the hijinks and shenanigans. Think Pink coming up this October. Become a supporter of the Airy Fund and play for a cause. It's all great stuff. Gamers helping gamers, and we're going to be bringing you all the community causes out there as they come throughout the year. Hoil more wands, putting the magic in your hands. Scroda Music. Where is Scroda? I see him lurking in the background, but yeah. And see, he must be offended by all these other musicians out there these days. I don't know.
He hasn't put on his pants yet.
Britannian Mining Company. He's got to put his hair up in a bun first. He's got to do his hair.
Oh, yeah, that too.
DMC wants you to come on out and check out Market Road, located at Black Rock Cove in the Quell region, right next to the town of Exeter and the Exeter Mines, a quick hop away from the Elysium Mines for your mining convenience and pleasure. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shrouded Avatar swag. You can get t-shirts, you can get hats, you can get patches, you can get the NBN I Love This Shit bumper sticker. I think I got that right. Yes, I did. Coffee cups, shot glasses, beer glasses, all sorts of great stuff. Hoodies, stickers, and more. Coinage, comic books, Relics by Rill's got it all for you. And if you want to save a little money when you check out at Relics by Rill, use the promo code NBNN when you check out. You'll save 10% off your purchase. And of course, the WRFB crew just bringing you all sorts of great stuff throughout the week. You can listen to us. You can listen to the Deco Divas starting tonight. And this is going to be their last show for a couple weeks, folks, because Dragon Con. That's all I'm going to say. The girls and guys are going to be gone for a little while, so most of the crew is going to be on hiatus over the next 2 weeks. So if you want to catch them this week, because they're going to be gone for a little while. And last but not least, of course, wouldn't be complete without telling you all about the Shroud Marketplace, because that's where you go for all your virtual vendable needs right here outside Shrouded Avatar.
You know what? Shroud Marketplace has 62 player vendors. Each vendor is responsible for maintaining their own vendor and setting their own prices. Anything and everything game-related can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace as long as it does not violate the terms of service. That goes from accounts to game gold to coins of the Obsidian cheaper than you can get on the add-on store. I mean,
$65 for 100, and I think was the last price.
65 for 100, and that was actually being sold by a couple of different players. Actually, right now, the only one selling it at that rate right now is Armelian. So if you want 100 Kodos, $65. Check out Armelian's shop. Don't forget also game gold, crafting items, base materials, raw materials, all the way through teleports and recall scrolls from me to services.
Power hour, wood,
Mal's power hour,
diamonds, gems,
I know,
you name it,
all kinds of stuff.
There.
I mean, then services from other players. You can get Mal's power hour for 250,000 XP. You can solicit Wolfdom's cheese sign writing business.
Gotta love the cheesy writing.
With Dragar.
Even we bought the cheesy writing.
Oh,
That's how great it was. We could not resist.
And we had to do it in Runic just because we are so easy.
Different.
We are so easy that we asked for it in Runic. So to design services, Skrota's music service thing, where $5 gets you
anything you want.
Yes. And if you're looking for
he does mean anything.
Yeah, and if you're looking for an in-game wedding, you need to contact that guy.
Weddings and More by Lazz, as you see up on screen. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched, you can go buy a small wedding package, get you started. I've got obsidian towers. I've got Lord British serpent necklaces, and much, much, much more. Check out the vendors in game or hit me up, because if you're looking for it, I've probably got a copy of it floating around somewhere. I know somebody who does. But meanwhile, we're way past time again. I don't know how we managed to do that day in and day out.
Time to thank the most important people around here, and that's you guys. Thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on WRFB.
All of you folks.
Yes.
WRFB. .rocks.
And we couldn't do this shit without you guys, and we do it for you guys.
That's right. Love all you guys watching out there on Twitch, joining us in WRFB. Ooh, excuse me. And everybody joining us here in game and in studio. I appreciate you all coming and joining us every day. But we got to get out of here. We'll be back with more tomorrow on Thirsty Thursday here on NBN. But till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you,
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Awesome.